the counterweight between the two.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And talk
excited.
to, yeah, yeah. Talk to
Thank
your
you so
talk,
much.
yeah. Talk to your mama before you go. Say, mama, make sure I do this right. That's all. Just look at her
Okay.
picture. You know, cook your dinner, whatever. Thinking about your mama when you get done, and you're gonna feel a certain calm, and then you be like, mama, make sure I do this right. Your
O-
mama gonna work from the other side, do every fucking thing you need her to do to make sure you do everything right.
Okay.
From picking the date to the clothes you wear to the clothes you dress the baby in to whatever gifts, because you got to always take the elders' gifts. That's the custom. Whatever gifts
Okay.
you take her, your mama gonna tell you what to get. You
Oh,
can't never disconnect from your mama because you connected to her in your heart. That's an eternal link. So
mm-hmm.
when you start communicating with her, when you start cooking meals and thinking about her as you cook, because that's something that she like to do for her family,
Mm-hmm.
right? She like to feed her kids. You stepping into her shoes, you thinking about her while you fixing a meal, right? So you are embodying her energy while you looking to communicate.
Okay.
You're gonna feel it. You're gonna know what I'm talking about when you feel it. Soon as you feel it, it's gonna click. Oh, this is what he's talking about, right? And in the course of feeling that, when you're talking to one of your siblings or something, they gonna say, "You sound just like mama." That's gonna be your confirmation now. To your mama letting you know that the connection has been successfully established to clean up the bullshit from your family tree, from imposters invading.
Okay.
Right. So she gonna put it all together,
Okay.
you know.
Now, my aunt that I'm gonna be visiting is on my dad's side. My
It don't matter because
Okay.
you had two dragons. One is from your mother's side and one is from your father's side.
I actually had three.
Oh, that's even
I had.
better because now the third dragon that's the manifestation that comes in as your granddaughter because she's
Okay.
got the three sisters. That's so your mama is one, your auntie is the other one. She the matriarch in the family right now.
Yep.
So the matriarch got to pass the torch. She ain't gonna
Okay.
pass it till you ready, and she can't die till you ready to receive it. So even if she wanna go, she can't go nowhere until the vessel is prepared to pass the knowledge. And
Hmm.
that's why you've been going through your life the way you have, because you've been being prepared, right, to receive the knowledge. She got it. She got everything you need. You don't even need me no more. You got her, right?
Okay.
So when you make that connection with her and your granddaughter, that automatically bring good fortune to you'll see it. Motherfuckers gonna be hitting the lottery number, getting checks in the mail, finding money on the ground, and you're gonna be like, damn, everybody in the family getting good luck all of a sudden. It's because of the work you did. It's manifesting in the healing of the family shows up as prosperity.
Gotcha.
Sick trees
Okay.
don't grow leaves.
Right.
But soon as the tree is healed, it grows in full and green, prosperous,
Hmm.
with bountiful fruit, right? So just the fact that you making the right connections changes the whole family dynamic. So you probably got a great nephew or something in prison doing life. He all of a sudden get an uh, uh, unexpected parole, pardon or something,
Hmm.
right? And you knew he wasn't supposed to have been in there in the first place. Got railroaded, right? But you cleaning up the family tree. You giving second chances, right? You giving everybody a chance to do what's right.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's on my list to do real quick. I'm gonna be
Okay.
trying to make
I'm gonna
that
let
happen.
I'm gonna let you drop down. I'm gonna take the next caller.
Thank you so much. I'm going to
You're
listen.
welcome.
Have a great day.
You too.
Now, is there something I got to do?
Rashida, you want to come in? Inbox me if you want to come in. I sent you once and it said you rejected it. Shine Watts was in the last one. I want to get him in here.
Do I have to do something to drop off?
I got you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm waiting on Shine to come in. Let me look at these questions. They coming in heavy. I don't want to move that one off the. Well, we never been selfish enough to just throw people off the land. If they not here disrupting the unity and the peace, then they're gonna have to tribe up with somebody. Look up turkey vultures and look up the meaning in the indigenous culture, and it'll explain the turkey vultures to you. But that's a good vision to see. That's a totem animal. So wavy girl, you say what article was that? I don't know what article you talking about, sweetie. 4-4.
If you can look deep enough and take a picture, you can count more people in one quadrant than you can on the whole earth. There's plenty of room for us if we wake the fuck up. I started this shit in the 9th dimension. I didn't want to fuck with you third dimensional vibrating motherfuckers. I was building me an escape hatch. I was building me an exit tunnel. And then I got to the top of that motherfucker. They say, no, you can't come by your motherfucking self, nigga. We sent you to come back with a whole army of motherfuckers and you by your goddamn self. I said, them motherfuckers sleep. They dead. They ain't no good. They don't want to come. They say they don't know yet. Take your ass back. Go get them motherfuckers we sent you in there to get. Mama, don't take that bullshit. Do your job. So then here I am back in this motherfucker looking dumb to these ignorant motherfuckers who can't think their way out of a paper bag. Every motherfucking doctor I sat with asking me what university did I go to medical school in. Every lawyer I'm sitting talk to asking me where did I graduate law school. They swear I went to Princeton, Harvard, or Yale. I say, man, I got a GED. I got a guerrilla educational degree. Motherfucker, I did this shit guerrilla style myself. You motherfuckers ain't teach me shit but how to be oppressed. I don't want to be oppressed. I don't want to learn that fucking lesson. Why would I want to learn that lesson? How to be oppressed 101. Send your child to school. So we can watch them on the auction block so we can have our pick and our choose. Oh, that's not my shit. I'm not with that. I don't believe in that shit. This is how you teach them how to follow a bell. So what they do, they rung the fucking bell and y'all went to recess. Now all you niggas out in the streets on recess because y'all need to wake up. Y'all need to wake up seriously. Michael Staples, let me correct you on one thing. The black man is not the maker and the owner and the cream of the planet Earth. The black woman is. That's the only thing wrong with that entire statement. For you Christians, God so loved the world, she gave her only begotten parthogenic son to come clean this shit up. Ain't none of that shit. When they start telling you a man God over the woman, you full of shit. Because can't no man bring life into this world. They can't birth a seed. This is what this shit about in the beginning. A bunch of cis She thought they was outdo the woman by creating artificial wombs and jumping and giving birth to babies. This is what this shit about. Jealousy, deceit, trickery, deception, and y'all fall for this shit. Man, that emotional drug is a motherfucker. So the condition is called learned helplessness. Look that shit up. So you get to a condition mentally where you feel like all your fighting is in vain and you can't see quite sure. It's okay to feel that way, but don't stay that way. Don't stay that way. That's a trick. Goddamn right. I did a whole post on emotional intelligence, Dre. Look, the contract first expired in 1911, right? What happened? Well, Garvey had to come and give us some more keys because under the Jim Crow, y'all signed another contract called the Federal Reserve Act for international bankers to come in and manage your money for you because you was to manage your money. So now you're under that. Then that contract went bankrupt. Not in 1929, but in like 1913, I believe it was, when they did the Buck Act. They got so many of these laws. It's a series of them that positions them for when they first lose power to have another stretch. I gave them another 80 to 90 year stretch. Well, it's been 100 years now. But the 80-year stretch was up in 1995. Actually, 93. The 80-year stretch was up in 93. Because this is not even supposed to be my time. This is supposed to be Tupac lane. This is supposed to be his turn. They figured out who he was. They tried to kill him. And I'm going to leave that at that. Yeah. Watch for the contract. These motherfuckers always, any treaty signed now, them contracts. We trying to get from under that shit, that motherfucking paper chains. Yeah, but everybody don't remember, Verkel. We did see some of us did. Everybody didn't, because some people was trapped in the loop. We had to come in between the jumping of the loop. We had to flip them out of what they call the infinity loop. So it's like a slinky. You hold two of the strings together, and then you try to, it gets stuck together. It don't quite bounce correctly. That's what they did they did that with about 40,000 years ago. No, it was longer than that. They blew a CERN, a collider, and the collider used to sit where the Mediterranean is. If you go back and you do your research, you find that the Nile used to drain into the Sahara Desert. Well, they had to reroute the Nile to fill in the hole. I had to engineer that shit because Mama said, only one can get the water to flow like we wanted to, so we needed to go from over here to fill in that big ass hole. So I filled in that big ass hole. There's a whole fucking bunch of cities under the goddamn Mediterranean, you dumb motherfuckers. With big ass 60-foot statues of pharaohs and all kind of shit that predate everything on the land. It's the other fuckers they collapsed the fourth dimension in on the third. And that's why when you were seeing now, you don't go to the fourth. You jump straight to the fifth. You was in both at the same time. That's why your dreams be crazy if you halfway woke. So, Sun Kiss, Shay, the green blue, the aquamarine blood are from an aquatic planet. And it's probably about 750 light years from here. And it's probably about maybe 20 or 30, but there's no surface land. All of it is underwater. But there's like caverns under the water where they can set up like it's like a cave, but water on the outside of it. So theirs is like the reverse of ours. Ours is the land is on top of the water. Theirs, the water is on top of the land. It's just a different setup. That's right, Daniel. So now in that post I did yesterday on Morocco showing the king, he gave a picture of Morocco that looked uncannily like California. And he said, this is the real Morocco. He telling you something. He's telling you something. You see a picture of him with the Pope? It's telling you something. The Pope on his right. That means he flipped to the left off the Pope. That means the Pope's mother line. The Pope is androgynous. Right? So he's on the Pope's mother line, flipping off the left. It's all a trick. Don't fall for that shit. Then you see him with varying other people. Read the post, but y'all need to know this is a setup. This is a grand scheme to get you people back into bondage. Go into bondage if you want to. It's not for me. I'm not participating in bondage servitude. I'm not oppressing nobody. So if that's what y'all think gonna happen, that as soon as this shit over with, the niggas gonna step on the white people the way the white people was on. It was never the white people to begin with. It was those Blackamoor, Tawny Moors, and Allegiance. And they used those, what they called indentures, to make them, they had to compensate them. First of all, this is why black people not eligible for reparations. They can't reparate you for some shit you did to yourself. You can't reparate yourself for some shit you did to yourself. You asked for this shit. You went out your way and fought to be oppressed because you thought these rotten sellout motherfuckers was your brothers. If I'd have thought they was my brothers, I probably would have fought and be oppressed right along with them, or we'd have got free one or the two. But if you don't know the history, you doomed. You doomed to repeat it. So what do? You have to fall back. If you want to be active, this is what you do. If you want to get out in the street and really do something, put the veve out, right? Get you a group of 5, 6, 7 sisters and start sprinkling holy water. Make your own holy water, though, because that shit they do in the church ain't yours. You got to make it yourself. That means that you have to write your own incantation, distill the water, or buy distilled water. You can't use distilled water out the store because you're going to strip it down of all of its charge anyway. The sisters agree. They don't have to do no fancy shit. All y'all have to agree is that this is holy water and it's going to heal the land and the people. Y'all all go in the room, touch that water, and go sprinkling that shit and watch them motherfuckers get the fuck clear. The streets just going to start clearing up. Before they ever give an order, the shit just gonna start clearing. Like, what the fuck going? You clearing the congestion out of the nasal cavity. This is where we at now. We at the head. We done went through the devil's anus. We at the head now. The Kundalini done rose. We at the top of the motherfucking food. How you clear them out? You call them home. How you call them home? In righteousness' sake. You call them home in love and peace and harmony. You call them home in goodness and in health. That's all. And don't wish no bad on nobody, because you just